So let's start with this. A sequence of shapes is created using sticks. In this question, you will investigate the number of sticks forming these shapes. Interact with the stage to see how S increases. So at stage 1, we have S being equal to 4. Alright? And at stage 2, we have S being equal to 8. Stage 3, S equals to 12. And stage 4, S equals to 16. And this is stage 5. So it says construct stage 5 by completing the diagram on the canvas. So stage 5 can be constructed by having 5 vertical sticks and a total of 5 horizontal sticks, right? Because we can see that above. In stage 4, we had 4 vertical and 4 horizontal. So I don't have a brown color here, but at least I can try something like this. And I think one can be added here as well. Yeah, it had to be. Is it? I guess so. Alright. Write down the missing values in the table up to row 6. So up to row 6, which means that, for example, here we have a difference of, we have a difference of positive 4, then positive 4 again, so on and so forth. So the next two values become 20 and 24, as it is a linear progression. Adding on, we can say, in order to describe a pattern, it can be said that as the stage number increases, or as the n value increases by 1, the number of external sticks increases by 4. That's a logical observation. Another pattern that we can talk about is all of the values are divisible by 4, or they're multiples of 4. We can also say that all of the numbers are even numbers. We can say that the number of sticks is equal to the product of 4 and the number of stage and the stage number, because 1 times 4 is 8, 2 times 4 is 8, 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, so on and so forth. So I can say that number of sticks is equal to product of stage number and n. The next part says, part 8d says, write down in simplest form a general rule for s in terms of n. So we had the values of 20 and 24. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 4 is the principal term and the difference is also of positive 4. So we have 4 plus 4n minus 4. 4n plus 4 minus 4. So 4 minus 4 cancels out and we are left with only 4n. So I can say S is equal to 4n. And the next one or two parts might be of its verification. So let's just do it simply here. When n equals to 1, we have 4 times 1, which gives us an answer of 4. When n equals 3, we have 4 times uh, 3, which equals to 12. When n equals to 5, we have 4 times 5, which equals to 20. So all of these answers are going to be considered valid. Write this down so that we can move forward. So give me a second, please. So we were successful in making sure that our values are correct. So here we have verified our general rule. What do we have then? Okay. The next part, 8 part F, is basically of 22 marks. It says the following sequences are or the following sequence of shapes is formed using external and internal sticks. All right. You will now investigate the total number of sticks T, which includes the external and the internal sticks. Okay. All right. T equals to 10. T equals 18. T equals 28. So there are a total of 28 sticks. A few of them are internal, the other ones are external. All right. Looking at the pattern being followed here, what sort of a pattern do we see? For the external sticks, we just calculated that was 20 and that was 24. But what about the internal ones? So here the difference is of positive 2, positive 4, positive 6. So the next one is supposed to be positive 8 and positive 10. 12 plus 8 is 20 and 20 plus 10 is 30. And here the difference is of positive 2. The second tier difference is positive 2 between all of them. So the total number of sticks, here it's a difference of, here we don't have to use it, solve it using total difference. We can just add those values together. So here the total one is going to be 40, here it's going to be 54. Right? So here we are done with predicting more values and recording them in the table. Describe in words a pattern for the table in the table for total number of sticks T. Okay. So looking at this, what sort of a pattern do we have? We can see that the difference between consecutive terms, it increases by positive 2. Difference between consecutive terms increases by plus 2. Adding on, we can also say that all of the numbers are divisible by 2 because 18 and 54 are not divisible by 4. So we can say that. Or we can just simply write the second tier difference is positive 2. Second tier difference is positive 2. And the relationship between n and t is quadratic. Right? That makes sense, I hope. You can write this down. Are you done writing?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it says write down in simplest form a general rule for t in terms of n. So we have 4, 10, 18, 28, 40, 54. 4, 10, 18, 28, 40, 54. So here there is a difference of 6 and 8, but here the difference is of positive 2. Right? So the first step that we take is making sure that 2a equals to 2 and hence a equals to positive 1. That's the first one. 3a plus b should be equal to 6. 3 plus b should be equal to 6. b equals to positive 3. So we have the value of a and we have the value of b. A plus b plus c equals 4. 1 plus 3 plus c equals 4. 4 plus c equals 4. C equals to 0. So we have the equation n square plus 3n. We can test it and we can verify our general rule for t as well. So we substitute the value of 2, n equals to 2. So we get 2 square plus 3 times 2. We get 4 plus 6 which equals to 10. And let's verify it for the value of 4, n equals to 4. 4 square plus 3 times 4. 16 plus 12 which becomes 28. So that's in front of us. When n equals to 2, t equals to 10. When n equals to 4, t equals 28. You can write this down, then we'll solve the justification part. Let's try to understand how to solve it using the justification part using geometric proof. So there was a grid that was given to us, right? And the values of the lengths were actually similar to each other. So if you had to find the total area of, for example, one square, you will apply the formula of n times n. N represents the stage number, so that equals to the area. Okay. So if we were to add the total horizontal sticks, total horizontal sticks, that is basically the sum of length of rows. What do I mean? Have a look. All of these horizontal sticks, if we were to add with each other, they would be equivalent to the sum of all horizontal rows. Okay, so at the first point, we had only one complete square being formed. On the second tier, we had two squares being formed. Third tier, we had four. On the third tier, we had three. On the fourth tier, we have four, five, and six, and so on and so forth. Right? And we know that just like how the total horizontal sticks are equivalent to the sum of the lengths of rows, the total vertical sticks should be equal to the sum of the lengths of columns. So both of them are going to have a similar formula. What is that formula going to be? N square plus 3n over 2. How did I calculate it? You see, in the previous part, when we were calculating the verification part, what equation did we have? We had, I think we had n square plus 3n, right? For the verification, for the finding the rule for the pattern, n square plus 3. So that was for the entire shape. If we just take the horizontal part of it, which is half of it, so we have to divide it by 2. And if we take half of that again, that shape is once again divided by 2. Now let's solve it. N square plus 3n over 2 plus n square plus 3n over 2. Well, we should know one thing for a fact, that this is going to directly cancel out with each other. But let's still add it. We get 2 multiplied by n square plus 3n plus 2 multiplied by n square plus 3n, and let's leave the denominators as it is. So we get 2n square plus 6n plus 2n square plus 6n. As a result, we get 4n square plus 12n. Alright. And in the denominator, we are left with 4. Then what is next? Individually, if you were to solve them, we would get 4n square divided by 4 plus